Welcome to Weiss on Film. On each episode of Weiss on Film, we're going to take an everyday approach to movie reviews. Why don't you go over and get yourself some refreshments? There you go. And then we're going to head over to the screening room. All right, you got everything? Are we ready? Let's get into the screening room and get ready to see what we have in store this time on Weiss on Film. Cole is a lovable loser who still lives at home with mom and dad and has trouble in the dating world. But until he meets Sadie, he is truly unaware of what troubles truly await him. This time on Weiss on Film. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Weiss on Film. We're so happy you dropped by the screening room today, and we've got a good one in store for you. But before we get underway with that, would you do us a favor? If you're enjoying Weiss on Film, would you please leave us a positive rating on your favorite podcast provider and spread the word about Weiss on Film? It would help us out so much. We truly appreciate it. And if you want to visit our website, just go to weissonfilm.com. That's W-Y-C-E, weissonfilm.com. There you can listen to many, many more episodes of Weiss on Film. All right, good. We did that. Now, let's do this. Cole is a lovable loser, still lives at home with his mom and dad, and he's really having a lot of trouble in the dating scene. He's just not working out for him. But through happenstance, he gets set up on a blind date with Sadie. And before he knows it, they are swept away on an international adventure to save the world. We're talking about the Apple Studios movie, Ghosted. This time on Weiss on Film, we're going to let you have a listen to it, and we'll talk about it right after this.
I was just wondering if you wanted to, go out sometime.
You want to get a coffee?
Now?
Yes, now.
I'll just hang on.
When I wake up, well, I know I'm gonna be.
Her name is Sadie.
Who wakes up next to you?
I mean, I know this sounds crazy, but I think she might be the one.
I know I'm gonna be the man who goes along with you.
She really is great. You'll see.
Any word?
She ghosted him.
I bet she isn't even seeing your text.
She does travel a lot for work.
Go to her.
I'm going to London.
See, you get it. It's a grand romantic gesture. Yeah, that is amazing, mate. 5,000 miles to surprise a girl who you've only met once, especially if she's the one who ghosted you.
No, she didn't ghost me. She just doesn't have an international calling plan.
Oh, right.
Where am I?
Oh, God, you have the wrong guy? I'm a farmer. Wait. Whoa.
Can you walk, Cole?
Sadie, Who are you?
CIA.
I'm so confused. They kept asking me about the tax man.
They asked you about the taxman?
They think I am a tax man. You're the tax man.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. You got me kidnapped and tortured all after one day. I swallowed a rock.
You're the one who flew to London.
It was a romantic gesture.
Get every bounty hunter on the continent. I want her.
alive.
This is bigger than you and me.
Didn't it never occur to you that he could be a foreign asset trying to compromise your mission?
Who the hell are you?
I'm the boyfriend.
Do you trust me?
Is that a joke?
And there you go. There's the trailer for Ghosted, rated PG-13 from Apple Movie Studios. And not a bad movie, about an hour and 56 minutes. It's a romantic adventure slash comedy. And not a bad movie at all. Now, this movie is getting mixed reviews online. You guys either really like it or, boy, you really hate it. There just seems to be no middle ground. Now, it's averaging on Rotten Tomatoes about 28% on Internet Movie Database. It's getting 5.8 out of 10. But, I found it to be quite heartwarming and not a bad way to spend a couple hours. It's not that bad. It really isn't. For some of the most critical reviews out there that, they say it waffles. It's very predictable. For some of the more positive reviews, despite some stylish visuals and exotic locales, the film gets progressively more far-fetched. Well, that's not a positive review, I guess. You begin you begin to wish it had ghosted you instead. That's one reviewer said. Sadly, Ghosted fares no better than an action-adventure film that it does as a romantic comedy. Ghosted is supposed to be light, breezy, fun, but settles for being leadenly dull. Oh my gosh. These are some of the critical reviews. As far as lessons to be learned here, don't cast a guy best known for playing a literal superhero as a hapless average Joe, and perhaps screen test your stars to ensure they can sell romance on the screen. So, that's some of the critical reviews on Ghosted. I would say, all in all, it's not a bad way to spend a couple hours. It really isn't. It's PG-13, so it's okay for, I guess, the teens and the preteens to watch. There are some sexual innuendos in that. There's a lot of shoot-'em-up violence and things of that nature in this film. So be prepared for that. I would say it's trying to kind of be like some of the other summer movies, the romantic comedies like Romancing the Stone, back from the the mid 80s, the early to mid 80s. Also trying to probably be more like, remember True Lies with Arnold Schwarzenegger? It's trying to kind of be like that, but it's definitely no True Lies with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jamie Lee Curtis. And that it's definitely not in that realm there. But if you're looking for something lighthearted, your expectations, if you're not going to sit and critique this film and your expectations aren't super high, you just want to watch something lighthearted, forget the day's troubles, and just relax and enjoy, some cool scenery and some cool fight scenes. And at the ending of the movie, there's an actual climactic fight scene, which is kind of pretty cool. I'm surprised nobody's done it earlier. I don't want to give that away, but not a bad way to spend some time. So as far as Ghosted goes, we're going to give it we'll give it a recommendation for Ghosted. Not a bad way to spend a couple hours. From Apple Movie Studios, Ghosted, rated PG-13, out of, let's say, 5 popcorn kernels, I'm going to give it a solid 3. A 3 out of 5. Not a bad way to spend a couple hours. Well, that's all the time we have for on this episode of Weiss on Film. We truly thank you for stopping by and checking out Ghosted in the screening room. I'm going to get back in there and I'm going to start doing some cleaning to get us ready for the next episode of Weiss on Film. But until then, I'll save you some popcorn. Take care.